Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Bethesda Unpatched. This is episode number 54. I am Joe the Widget, and I am joined by the Space Trucker Extreme Extraordinaire, the man with a master plan, the writer of this show notes, Mr. Kilo.
That's me. How's everybody doing tonight? My goodness. Yeah, interesting topic tonight.
We do. It's one that I've actually heard a couple people ask about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking forward to getting to that. Got a little bit of news. Usual shindig here.
Yeah. We're not going to be getting into our playtime this week because we got a lot of other things to cover. And we're going to try to keep the show under an hour if possible.
Yeah, we'll do our best.
But we will have an episode in the near future. It's going to be more centric around our gameplay. But there's been so much news coming out with Bethesda and so much going on right now that we wanted to focus on that primarily.
Yeah, 100%. I don't got no housekeeping this week.
I've been having health issues like usual this week, but powering through it. Still don't know what's going on with me.
I hope you feel better soon, man.
Now I have another broken molar, and I gotta go get that pulled. It's so much fun, you know. When it rains, it pours. I was saying.
Yeah.
We don't really have anything for housekeeping, so we're gonna just jump right into the news and get that going.
Let's do that. Let's do it.
Extra, read all about it in the news this week.
We have some adjacent Bethesda news to get into this week. Today? Sure, today and this week, both.
They both work.
They both work.
We're both out of it today. It's been a day.
Yeah, it's been a long week, honestly. Oh man. Let's just say I started my week first 2 days 20 how many I was at 27 hours.
Jeez.
First 2 days of work this week, and it started on my work week started on Sunday. So yeah,
ouch.
Former Arcane Studios lead Harvey Smith and Ben Horn launch Black Pony Immersive Game Studio. Also includes other former Arcane alum. This is following them, I guess, leaving Arcane, and of course, Arcane made Dishonored.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, is one of the Bethesda titles that they made. Bethesda Softworks titles. Okay, nitpickers.
This is an interesting little topic, though, really quick.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of these professional developers have been rolling the dice lately. They read about these very few successful indie companies that made millions off of their little game, and they want to take that chance. However, a lot of the time you don't see is the ones that don't make it. Their games don't get released. They don't, for various reasons. I was a part of an indie project, a small team. It was an MMO project. Let's say about 10 years ago. It was called Uthros. I was the lead map designer or world designer. And we worked on that game for 2 years, and then funding stopped, and it was dead.
Oh,
we were being backed by Wizards of the Coast.
Oh, no kidding.
They said that the game wasn't making enough progress. They weren't happy with how far along we were, and they decided to cut it.
That's how it happens sometimes.
So a lot of these guys, they're taking this chance. It's almost like gambling in a way. They're trying to dip their hand into an indie title that they think is going to be huge and successful, and sometimes it does work. We've seen proven that a few times.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But only about 20% of these little studios that get formed, indie studios from these guys, actually make it.
Yeah, to the black, let alone, like Mahjong. Like, there's not many Mahjongs who come up with Minecraft and then, just tap out for a few $1 million. Well, Harvey Smith said this. He said, Ben and I chose the worst time in history to start a game studio. This is an interview with GameIndustry.biz. Because what else are you going to do? When things are going pretty well, your impetus to do something crazy is very low. It's only when things explode that you become willing to take the leap. Like, you know what? We could do it better than that. And they did say that games like Dishonored and other famous games in their catalog, that's what they want to do. Those are the games that they want to make. So they're going to keep making the kind of games that they are known for.
Yeah, Immersive kind of gave that away. Man, I do wish them the best of luck.
Yeah.
It's a tough road they're going to embark on.
Well, it sounds like they have Deathloop. That's the other one. And Prey. And it was, they're from Arcane Austin. They got shuttered after the failure of Redfall. Was what it was. And they learned lessons and cut their teeth on these games. They want to refocus and push the genre to the limits. This group has worked together for years, decades in some cases, and is purpose-built to make the ambitious games that we love immersive sims. We share a vision for crafting games that push the limits of player immersion, and we can't wait to reveal more soon. I'm actually excited. I'm going to keep an eye on them. I know they're not a Bethesda company not anymore, but I'm definitely going to keep an eye on Black Pony. I
wouldn't have too many high hopes just yet. We'll see.
We'll see. I want to see where they go. I want to root for the underdog, man.
Of course. Yeah, of course. I think these indie studios that go for it, I wish I could.
Yeah, don't we all, man? For real. Don't we all? If it wasn't scary, would it be worth doing?
I have a design document that I've had for years that I would love to eventually build one of these days. And it's like a traditional JRPG, but you play as the bad guys trying to stop the heroes. So you set up the dungeons yourself. The whole premise of it is you set up the dungeons. Like they have a typical holy trinity of heroes, like a tank, a healer, DPS, range DPS, and you got to build the dungeon that they're going to go into to try to get the loot at the end of it. And you can level up your creatures that you have. You can level up your bosses that you can use, and you basically strategically place the monsters and traps throughout the dungeon to try to stop the bad guys. And the game ending changes depending on when you actually do stop them, with a heavy emphasis on New Game Plus. So with like maybe a 5% chance of actually beating the game before the first new game.
Okay.
And then it gets easier and easier as you level up because you keep your level progression as you go through the new games. But yeah.
That's a really cool idea, dude. I love that.
I have it all designed. I have the maps laid out, the systems laid out.
Yeah. You know, one thing that we talk about a lot on this podcast is Doom and all the different things that you can play Doom on. And we will be talking about something tonight regarding that. However, how about something new to play Wolfenstein on? How about playing Wolfenstein 3D on the Game Boy Color?
Oh, really? They can do that?
Apparently.
Okay. That is rough to watch. It's kind of like,
I mean, it doesn't look, I mean, it's what you would expect from a Game Boy Color.
I will show the video on the edited version of the episode.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I know we have a live version that gets posted to YouTube after we record this, and we have our audio version, which is heavily edited audio-wise and enhanced for audio. But the video version that we release every Saturday evening has a lot more to it. It's cleaned up. We add a lot more to it. We add jokes in there, so it's definitely worth watching.
Well, it's called Wolf, not Wolfenstein, but it is Wolfenstein. And this is
clearly
published by Thalamus Digital, and it was posted by Sean McCafferty, which I assume is one of the developers. And basically the goal is to hunt down the required number of baddies, grab the key, make your escape to the exit.
I can see the graphics like that. They need to do something with those walls, though, man. That's confusing on the eye.
It is a little bit rough on the eyes, that's for sure.
I mean, the gun hand animation was clever. UI simple, very simplistic, but they do better with the walls.
Yeah. I mean, how do you make it look like brick, I guess? It's, you know, and then try to add depth to it. It's
a very, very limited amount of RAM to work with.
Yeah, but it's out there if you want to play. If you have a Game Boy Color that's still operating and you want to play that, then go for it. I have some new news. I don't care for this news.
Okay, great.
I don't care for it. I don't care for it. I don't play Fortnite.
Me neither.
But apparently, Doom is coming to Fortnite.
As well as League of Legends and Cyberpunk.
They just throw everything at Fortnite. I think Ripley was in there. Aliens are the Predator.
Everyone's trying to get a little piece of the Fortnite collab because they charge
And if you
everybody
play
for these
Fortnite-
like extras
Oh,
for
yeah,
these
it's-
collaborations, and part of that money goes to the original developer, so they want a piece of the pie. For some reason,
I guess so.
Fortnite's still hugely successful.
Yeah, strong hints at Doom. This is for Chapter 7, Season 4, whatever the hell that means. I don't play it. I don't know.
Yeah, same.
But if you play Fortnite, you can probably look at Doomslayer coming pretty quickly. There you go. That's all I'm going to say about that. I got my kids played Fortnite for a hot minute, and then they were over it.
I have a nephew who is obsessed with it. Still is.
I don't. Well, I mean, I'm not like an online gamer anyways. So, I mean, it doesn't appeal to me to beginning. And then it's Fortnite and it's like a little cartoony, and I'm not really into the cartoony games very much.
I think my
So,
nephew
I would've
Tony has been playing it for, I think, like 6 or 7 years now.
Oh, really? Still?
Still.
That's crazy. I mean, I guess whatever, blows his hair back. I'm not here to judge. I'm not going to yuck someone's yum butt.
That's a new
Not my
one for me.
bag.
Yuck someone's yum butt. Okay.
Don't yuck someone's yum. Don't yuck my yum, dude. All right. So how about, what are we playing Doom on? How about a Canon DSLR? This is a very specific camera. It's about 16 years old.
And this is not really as
And-
surprising as some of the other ones we talked about, but still pretty cool.
No, not because at least you got the buttons on there. It is actually running it. Was done by using Magic Lantern software on a Canon EOS 550D from 2010, also known as the EOS Rebel TKI and EOS KISS X4. Photographers can install a custom build of Doom on their APS-C cameras. Bass Lichgar
I just saw the first comment
has
on this
shared the
article.
Doom
Oh my
module that they
God.
built. It's on GitHub.
The first comment for this article, well, the trolls always claim that the Canon was doomed. Boom.
That's funny. So there you go. Now you can also play on a camera. Yeah, it's not even as surprising as some of them. It's like,
But still, it's something that you can play Doom on. We gotta bring it up.
we got to bring it up, dude. And I saw it this week, so I had to share it. Absolutely. Layoff strikes are still in the works. I'm not going to go in deep into this. Video game developers were gathered again in Rockville on Tuesday to protest outside the ZeniMax building on Pickard Drive. So
And
they're
going
still,
for it, huh?
as Three Dog would say, still fighting the good fight.
Stop illegal layoffs. Those layoffs are not illegal. I'm sorry, but they're not.
Yeah,
It's
game
called at-will
developers
employment.
ultimately are the most passionate gamers around, said Dane Olds, lead weapon artist and a 20-year veteran with BGS who worked on games like Oblivion, Fallout, Skyrim before being laid off. They got into this business because they love it and they want to make good games and they want to make gamers happy, and these layoffs basically just make all that worse. I mean, that point of view makes sense given his situation, but we know that's not necessarily the goal. So
Yeah, I also know a lot of people that argue with that statement,
how's that?
that they are not ultimate gamers or the most passionate gamers. I've worked in the business. There's been several that I've worked with that don't even play video games. But there's a lot that were extremely passionate. Me too. I've been a gamer since I was 5, and I will never stop.
Yeah.
I'll be 70 years old. On
It should be.
PC.
I mean, maybe
or whatever.
Dane was a passionate gamer, and I think you should be passionate about whatever you're making,
True.
whatever you're doing. I think you need to be passionate about it.
To be
Otherwise,
successful,
you
you
go freaking
have to
crazy.
be. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. So, but that is what it is.
I do feel.
Here's
for
the
'em,
interesting.
but
Yeah, I mean, I do too. And like I said before, big three here. I've watched my brother go through layoffs and
it sucks. Been there myself.
strikes and things like that, and he hates strikes. I mean, he's part of the union and everything. He works for one of the big three, and he hates strikes because he's like he's in design tech, and his work stops. It's a bummer. It's a big hit to the paycheck.
My son was just making his statement known. I don't know if you could hear it, but I know that our listeners will be able to hear it.
Oh, Ethan had something to say, huh?
Mm-hmm. Loudly.
All right. Well, here's one for him when he gets a little bit older, maybe. McDonald's Xbox collab.
Mm.
This is a first that time that the fast food chain has teamed up with Xbox. And this is going to serve up Fallout, Halo, and Forza Horizon 6 food and in-game rewards.
You know, that mess up makes total sense. I get it.
Horizon. It does. I just contracted the entire two words into one. So this is the first. This is actually happening. This is launching in the UK and Ireland as part of its side missions campaign, which surprises me because we're Americans. We like fast food and we like violence. I don't know why it wouldn't launch here first, but
exactly. I was
launching
wondering
over
the
there.
same thing. Like, why not the US?
It's also going to include Overwatch, World of Warcraft, and Candy Crush for some damn reason. And the campaign will include menu items inspired by foods, flavors, and other details found across the 6
And they are specifically
games.
targeting Fallout 76.
I want to know what the food is. I want to see the menu, man.
Me too. For the Fallout one, I am
Yeah.
very, very curious about that.
But you can get a Sugar Bomb bundle. That's one of the in-game rewards that have been announced. Sugar Bomb bundle in Fallout 76. Okay.
Yeah, they announced one of the Fallout inspired items.
Black pepper and garlic McNuggets from Halo. Cheesy potato bites. Inspired by Fallout 76. There it is. Dragon's Breath dip from World of Warcraft.
Oh, jeez.
And what appears to be an Overwatch donut.
A donut at McNasty's?
Yeah. That sour cherry fizz. Nothing should be that color. It's so pink.
That is ridiculous.
There we go. Anyways, let's move on to some other things. How about some new Funko Pop figures? This coming out for Fallout. This coming out in November. $15 a piece. And you can pre-order them now on Amazon. I don't know where else, but definitely on Amazon. And you got Vault Boy, Nuka Girl, Kappa, and Bottle are all available. Kappa, Cappy, and Bottle all available. And they're about 4 inches. I mean, they're a Funko Pop figure. If you've walked into any store in the mall, you've probably seen them. They're a very popular collector's item. I almost bought Lucy the other day.
They are. I never understood the whole craze about them, but
Yeah, I don't get it either. I got one.
Cappy and Bottle.
I got one right there on my shelf. But it's not even a figure, it's just a Slurpee. It's just a Slurpee. Like
The Vault Boy
a
is
drink
cool.
from 7-Eleven.
Cappy and Bottle. No.
Cappy and Bottle. Yep.
Those two annoy the crap out of me in Fallout Shelter.
I love them, dude. They give you dude. It kind of sucks like trying to follow them around and get stuff done in the game at the same time. I get
That's why
that,
they drive me nuts. You hear that music
you
play
get the
all the
free,
time.
you get the free Nuka Cola and you get the free caps, man. The one I hate is the Mysterious Stranger, especially once you get like deeper than 5-6 levels in your vault.
Your vault's huge.
And then you hear
try
that
to find
sound.
them.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
they
then you're
give you a
trying to
little bit
frickin'
more time the bigger your vault gets, but it's never enough
dude,
time.
it's not enough, man. It really isn't.
Doo-doo-doo.
So there you go. They don't release until November, so it's worth pre-ordering them now if you got your eye on them. So there you go.
Do it.
That's pretty cool, man. If I was into Funko Pops, I got some friends that are like really like wall of Funko Pops.
I've seen plenty of people like that. And a lot of them were
can-
like the Marvel ones and things like that, superhero ones.
Like I've tried. Like I'm 45 years old, and I'm like, what do I collect? Like I feel like I'm supposed to have a collection. I don't have a collection.
We're nearly the same age, and I keep
uh,
thinking the same thing.
I was collecting Zippo lighters for a while, but I don't smoke anymore.
Now, growing up, I collected knives, pocket knives.
I mean, I got knives, but I don't consider it. Well, I mean, it is a collection.
My oldest
I guess,
son,
but I don't
Tim,
consider it a collection.
Is now in possession of that collection.
Hmm.
I had a World War I Marine knife, a side knife for him that was in combat. I have a World War II
Oh, wow.
bayonet that was bent from combat, and it had bloodstains on it, verified.
Oh, wow.
I got that at a
I
yard
had
sale.
I had a friend of mine who's also
Mhm.
and my son had gotten into an accident with his girlfriend and they were T-boned. And my son just like hopped to, like, he remembered suddenly everything that his mother had taught him, and got out of the vehicle and was checking on her and checking on the other car and doing first aid and this, that, and the other, like thinking really fastly and really quickly. Fastly,
Good
what
for
the
him.
hell? And yeah, no, he did great. The EMS was like, we couldn't have done it better if we were here earlier. Like that, you did a really good job keeping everything together. And so my buddy gave him it was World War II Marine K-bar as like a reward for doing so well in such a stressful situation. That's like the oldest knife that is in this house. I
have all kinds of like really weird little knickknacks like that I just collected over the years. Like I have a little mini Boba Fett.
Yeah.
And I got this was given to me and I was like, that reminds me of Mossy, so I'm keeping it. I got all kinds of little things that are like little knickknacks that just bring back memories of my life. And they're usually worthless little items, but
I got this. I love wolves, and I have like a bunch of different wolf stuff. Like it's just everywhere in my house.
I forgot the name of this game right here, but where you have one person as a trader. I can't remember the name of it.
Let me switch back to my Discord on my lap. I'm trying to look at you and okay. Oh, okay.
It's a really popular
game. I don't know
what
what that is.
It was an indie game, and you have one trader or two, and you're on a ship, you're doing tasks, and the trader's trying to kill everybody off. If they kill everyone off, they win. If you discover who it is by doing this vote, then the players win. My family, I have 5 sisters and 2 brothers. Multiple nieces and nephews. So we get together once every other week and we play this game together. So one of my sisters made these for us.
Oh, that's so awesome.
So I keep little things like that all over the place that are just really cool. Yeah, I know. My brain's completely blanking on a really popular game.
Someone in the chat help us. This is like a popular phone game.
Well, yeah, not just phone, but it was on PC as well.
Yeah, PC as well, but I can't believe I'm blanking on that. It was like huge, especially during the pandemic. It was massive. It'll come to me, I'm sure, at the wrong time. Let's keep on going. Actually, I thought maybe you'd like to take a stab at some of this particular part of the news, because this is all ESO stuff.
Golden Pursuits are still going on, straight to the crate, which I love those crates. You can still earn those 20 crown crates free during the new Golden Pursuits campaign, which is still ongoing.
Among Us.
Among Us, thank you.
Among Us.
Jeez, that was it.
It's going to drive me crazy if I didn't look it up.
We even got together when we got the rare occasions, the whole family got together, and we played a live version of Among Us. We had little whistles that we carry around. It was, nuts, but we had so much fun. Anyway, they have an ESO Plus free trial happening. So you can, for a limited time, get in there and get all the rewards and unlock most of the game through the ESO Plus, the monthly subscription. So if you were curious about doing it, now's your time to try it out and see all the unlock content that you get. And the crafting bag. Once you get that, you're addicted. You can't stop. Ooh, the Season 2 solo dungeons now on the PC and Mac
PTS.
public test server. I wish I had time to go on the PTS. I want to try these out so bad. I am definitely getting into ESO again because I'm obsessed with that game. I love it. Until Elder Scrolls 6 comes out, and then ESO what?
Right, pretty much. I think that's all of us, man.
As well as the Nowhere Vault is available on the PTS, which is coming out in the near future. All these updates they're doing with the new system, I love this new system so much. They're going strong with this game.
They're really putting their work into it. It just keeps getting better and better.
The PS5 and Xbox Series upgrade for Fallout 76 will be available on September 15th.
Yes. The Slasher. The Slasher is the new update. Like Infestation or whatever. The Slasher.
Yeah, I see it.
Yep. It'll be a free upgrade on PS5 and Xbox Series XS. Fallout 76 will benefit from improved performance stability and visual fidelity. And going forward, interesting, Bethesda plans to optimize each platform individually.
Players need to search for clues, exhume graves, and fend off fanatics across the map. In addition
Seems
to this new
interesting.
content, the game has also received a free upgrade on PS5 and Xbox Series X and S. That's the new season.
Unique weapon crafting. What else we got? Legendary mods.
Yeah, it's like every time they do
Beware-
these major updates like this,
Yeah.
they always have legendary mods they come out with. There's several in the game, which is fantastic. More the merrier.
Seasons are absolutely. Seasons are getting an upgrade as well. From Beware of the Blood Moon and onwards, people will now get to participate in both a current season and a storied season from the past that they've missed with legacy seasons.
Very much of a horror theme for September. I would expect this in October.
Well, everything
Well, it
after
starts in
July is
September.
Halloween.
Yeah. It makes sense. It probably goes into October.
Legacy seasons, this is kind of interesting too, because I know, like, I don't know if this is supposed to be some kind of answer to, like, people like bring back nuclear winter, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So there's going to be no new currency introduced. You can still use your tickets for rewards in the current season and or the legacy season. And they're currently planning to run the full length of the seasons. Let's see. We view the unique seasonal game boards on a special commemorable item. And because they're great indicators of who was there when the season originally ran, we are choosing not to include them as a reward.
Interesting.
Was that a thing back in the day?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember that. I didn't play it much back in the day.
Legacy seasons utilizes the same ticket pool as normal seasons. So you get to choose which one you want to spend your tickets on. Either Legacy or the current season.
Yeah. Well, it says you can do both.
Yeah, especially because like I want that gun from the Fallout TV series season that they did.
Yeah.
The Ghouls gun. I really want that thing.
Oh, yeah.
I was trying to save up for it, but I never got enough for it. To be able to go back and get it would be fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's the thing, too, is players can vote on the next legacy season. So you go to Bethesda Game Studios Discord or the Fallout 76 subreddit to cast your vote between actually Thursday, not Thursday, today's Thursday, Tuesday is when it started, and it ends tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. So
I'm
it looks
assuming
like
they're going to be doing this every week or so.
however long the season lasts.
Oh, so that'd be a
guess.
couple months.
So it's gonna be a couple months, and then you'll get a chance. So that's kind of cool. I can't wait to see what they do with that. Actually, that's super interesting to me. Very cool. So, Fallout 4 got an update this week. Did you hear about this?
Oh no, I didn't.
Did you hear about this, folks? I just flew in from Vancouver. Man, my arm's tired. Sorry. So Fallout 4 got a big update. Skyrim got an update today. So I have not seen tell anything about this bringing a bunch of crashes, because there was a lot of people talking before these updates even dropped earlier in the week. They're like, oh, great, Fallout 4 is going to break again, or oh, great, Skyrim is going to break again. It does not seem to be the case for the most part, at least according to this article.
Yeah,
So,
saying Fallout 4 fans let out a sigh of relief as Bethesda quadruples the RPG's mod limit without breaking everything in new update. Wait, this is actually a goated update? Come on, people. They've done several updates that were successful and bug-free. Well, not as buggy.
Right.
It just people forget about that because the couple of big times where it does cause a serious issue, that's all people can remember.
Yeah, that's what, Joseph Scott Adams. Hey, man, what's up? Juicehead said the Skyrim was 20 gigs. Wow, really? Hang on, let me look. I got the notes right here, brother. I can look. I was prepped for this. Kind of. It's been a long week. Increase mod storage to 15 gigabytes for both PlayStation 5 and Xbox. This is from Bethesda.net. That's what it says right at the top.
Yeah, so Juicehead was wrong.
Yeah. Juicehead is a great guy. He's one of my favorite creators on YouTube. I used to religiously watch all of his videos. But yes, it says creation storage expanded to approximately 16 gigabytes, but download size may not match space used because of technical details of the PlayStation 4. This is on the PlayStation 4. So there might be a little bit of discrepancy there because Sony's got to do shit their own way. I guess since we're in here, Joseph, thank you for directing the show for us. Jeez, I guess we'll just keep on going. Let's see. Added localized string fixes for UI. A creation's detail page now includes instructions on how to report abuse or problematic mods. Added bundling of creations to Skyrim. That's great. We were already doing that in Starfield. And they're also, consistent with Starfield and Fallout 4, like I just said. Added support to sort creation categories by most popular. That's not, it's been a long time since I've modded Skyrim. So some of this is new to me. Creations flagged as work in progress can now be viewed when bookmarked. I guess that was an issue. A lot of this is creation kit. Let's see what else we got.
Yeah,
updated
the
search and
creations
replace
for
to align with
Skyrim
Starfield.
in-game was not near as robust as what Starfield is.
Well, it looks like they're trying to
Make it that way. Unify
make it all the same. Unify it. Thank you. Jesus. Man, crashes. Fix a crash when the player opens the virtual keyboard on the Steam Deck device. Fix a crash when the player selects an empty search result in the creations venue. Fix a crash when the player transforms into a new race. Can you do that in Skyrim? Transform into an... Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
not in the
played
beginning of the game.
Axe Swingers, man.
But
I play Axe Swingers. Fix a crash where the player closes the dialogue for the sound descriptor, blah, blah, blah. Analyzing loot. Make use info. Got some UI stuff here. Got a few game bugs. A lot of creation. A lot of the stuff was creation kit based. There is some other stability and stuff going into Skyrim. Verified creator category should now correctly sort by latest and not alphabetical order. Yeah, a lot of this seems like it would not affect your load order, but they're just cleaning it up and they're streamlining it and try to make it work just like Skyrim. This is Skyrim. Fallout 4 and Starfield works.
You know, one thing I really hope they do with Elder Scrolls 6 is they put creations right at launch. I understand the reasoning to not do that, though. They want people to play just the core game itself.
Well, I think that should be up to everybody, though.
Yeah.
I mean, but I mean, the point stands. How the hell do you know what to mod if you've never even played the game? You don't know. Me, I said this before in the show. I play one vanilla playthrough. I will play it all the way through, beginning to end. No mods whatsoever.
Always.
After that, all bets are off, dude.
Start modding Skyrim until probably my third or fourth playthrough of that game.
It was way later for me. It was
when
I want to say it was like
released
2016.
The modding on Steam.
Mm-hmm.
It was a little while after that launch before I started modding.
See, I got into it, and then now it's just a problem. It's a problem.
Become an addiction.
It is. It really is, dude. Like, I was looking at my load order in Skyrim. I'm like, I don't want to get rid of any of this. I like all of these, man.
I used to be anti-modding a lot back in the day, but now I have to play Skyrim with certain mods. I have to have it in there.
Oh, absolutely.
Thankfully,
especially
the Anniversary Edition auto-included a lot of those.
I think if you go far enough down on my Instagram, you'll have to scroll a while. You will find you'll start seeing my mod lists for Skyrim. And then you keep going a little further and you will see a before and after of special edition before I modded it and after. And the difference is fucking crazy.
I highly recommend the Pew Pew mod for Skyrim. Just look at
it. Hey Bethesda. Here's our Hey Bethesda. I do that because Elder Scrolls 6 is not out yet.
Mm-hmm.
That's why most of us are doing it. Anyways, there's some updates for Fallout 4 as well. Another game that I modded the shit out of. Mod it till it breaks.
That's one game I never beat.
Increased. It's a good one, man. Well, I like it.
I enjoyed it when I played it. I need to get back into it.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you should. And there's environmental mods too. Actually, we've talked about some of them on the show. Stuff that you can add to fix the ambiance and stuff like that too. People have a problem with the atmosphere. I don't, but to each their own. Yeah. Let's see. In Fallout 4, they increased the BA2 active archive limit from 256 to 1024 to better accommodate larger collection of mods. Added localized string fixes for UI and platform terminology. Creation kit archives are now supported on PlayStation. New file types NIF, DDS, Bink, CDX, CJ, blah, 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 blah. For PlayStation creations, Bink files can now be added to creation uploads via an extra files browser. Add a localization. Creations up to 2 gigabytes in size can now be uploaded for Xbox, which is huge.
Yes, that's massive content level.
It is. And I might have to go back to play Fallout 4 because one of the issues that I had with Fallout on console, because I play on console, I'm a lonely console gamer, was I was trying to add a bunch of Kingath creations actually before I knew who Kingath was, the Sim settlements I was really into. It was super cool because you didn't really have to build anything.
That's one of the reasons why I was thinking about getting back into Fallout 4 was because of Kingath creations and what the mods they did.
Yeah. They do great stuff.
Nothing
if you guys
but
never
wonderful
used
things
any
about
other
it.
stuff. Really. For real.
I've been playing I played their mods in Skyrim, except for the one that's broken currently. There's an issue, and I haven't seen a fix for it yet, but the Bard College was actually a blast. And it was like the DLC.
You know what you're going to have to do if you want that to work? You're gonna, either you start a new playthrough. You said you were pretty limited on your saves, how far you can go back on that one, didn't you? You said you went back as far as you could and it didn't fix it. Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, I might need to create a new game if I want to do that, but I don't want to. I'm
getting
far enough into the game.
Pokey Corey, if you're listening, that's probably what you have to do with Starfield. I'm afraid to tell you. You're going to have to go back or start over. That's just how it works. Game, exiting out a search when viewing a specific creation now properly returns. Skyrim has amazing creations. King Fanman in the house. The king has entered the building.
Skyrim does. I was actually in a Skyrim mod for a while, and there was a boss that was inspired by me, the painted cow. My old shows, Elder Scrolls Off the Record. I was a follower, as well as my other 3 hosts from the show, and we were immortal, and he included the boss, the painted cow. And the whole story was I had this unbeatable two-hander. He's a two-hand wielder, and he was max level. I was beating Elder Dragons in one hit. Nothing could touch me.
Oh wow!
There's this guy that
crazy.
walks in a field near one of the major cities that you know how I am when I podcast. Names just kind of go woof. Anyway, and he's walking his cow that has hand paint all over it. It's for a ceremonial cow, basically. And I was just walking through, and I went to go smack the cow and kill it because I wanted to get something off of it. Next thing I know, I'm flying 100 feet in the air, and I'm dead. That became the legend of the painted cow. So he made this giant cow in the game. It was great.
That's so amazing, man. Sigil of the Lost is an incredible mod. I haven't tried that one before, King.
I've never heard of that.
Here's an important one I want to bring up to everybody for this Fallout 4 update. Error messages from the Bethesda.net service now contain error codes that can be provided to customer service for investigation. If you are having problems with your we know what the hell a Bethesda game is. If you've been playing more than one, you know what a Bethesda game is. You know how it works, okay? If you're having an issue with your game, go into Bethesda.net, put in a ticket. Let them know what the issue is. You know, I had a big problem at the beginning of April with that update. I couldn't play it for like a month. But I put a ticket in and it was back and forth with customer service, but eventually we got to it. We got to the solution. We fixed it and I could play the game again. Plus, they need to know what's going on if they're going to fix anything. Well, this is broken. This sucks. Okay, well, you know, the testers probably
highly narrow it down. Like, I work in IT.
Exactly.
And I use Microsoft error codes religiously if I want to find out the more serious issues, and that helps me find out what's going on. And King Fanman, when you get a chance, you can thank me later. Look up the Pew Pew mod for Skyrim. PEW, PEW. You can thank me later.
That's a good one. Let's see. Archiving a plugin that pre-existed. So we got some creation kit stuff. We got updates to the end credits, of course. Writing lib gen from the command line or launch. Argument now properly generates lib files. Cool. Okay, well,
that's it.
That's it for the news. Let's get into our main topic.
All right, here we go. I know a lot of people who have been wondering, and I see it all the time. I see a question asked online all the time, like, why do mods break, or why do the mods break my game after major update? This is a very technical thing. Put it this way, patches, they change the base game code, the primary code of the game. They changed file paths, because when they add new files, they need to move things around the directory, and they change data structures. So all these things that mods hook into, so they point to certain areas of the game, say, I want to use this, or I want to use that, or I want to change that. And when you get these games, these patches, especially the worst offenders of them all are the unofficial patches, because those hook directly into the base game code, heavily into the base game code. So when the new patch rolls out, the mods trying to find all this different information that it is trying to hook into and pull, and it can't, and it creates this constant loop. So it will cause the game to also do a constant loop of just trying to find the same thing from the mod that doesn't exist in the right area, and the memory will crash. That's like the most simplified way I can really say it. And a lot of these times, like textures and sound or map files, they get moved all the time or restructured. And a lot of mods tie into those heavily. And when they can't find where to find it, it doesn't work. And it will not work. And thankfully, a lot of the minor ones, like the texture, sound, and map files, don't normally crash the game, but it will make the mod not function correctly. It's the mods
It's the same issue if you have, isn't it? If you have this, it's a similar issue. Well, it's a different issue, but it's a similar issue. If you have, I try to think of it because I'm a layman, I'm a truck driver. I don't get into the nitty gritty like you do. But if you look at it like a city, and if you have too much traffic going to the same location, you'll also crash your game.
You had a bottleneck,
Yeah.
Bottleneck the pipeline.
Because that comes up with what is it? The thing that Falkland's having problem with right now. Not enough assets.
Yeah.
Available. There's only so much space.
Yeah. And the framework is a big thing. The SKSE and the REF RE frameworks, they rely a lot on the deep memory uses, or deep memory access, which is the core memory for the game. And a tiny patch to that core engine breaks the framework itself. And that will cause the game to go boop.
Right.
It's like it's like the foundation of your house. You remove part of that foundation, part of the house is going to break, if not all of it.
Well, it's simply not, Todd was quoted as many years ago. It just works. Well, it doesn't just work.
No. A lot of times,
doesn't just work. There's a whole infrastructure underneath that's being affected.
A lot of times these companies will do these PTRs. For one of the main reasons for those is to allow modders to go in and look at the code and fix their hooks. Say, okay, this main file for this map is over there now, so I just change a line of code that says point to there instead of point to there, and suddenly that whole mod is working.
That's wild.
And if they remove files, that's another big debacle. Oftentimes, if they remove key files from the game, mods that use those particular key files, they will not work. So either the modder has to build it themselves or rebuild the framework of the mod.
Well, let's give context. What about the Terran Armada and Free Lanes update? A lot of people had problems, myself included, with the mods and even with the game itself with that update. So what exactly happened when they added that to the game?
Oh, that was a heavy core file. A whole heavy game code change. Especially when you're talking about the cruise mode. Because the game's not used to loading like that. And it's a whole new framework built into the game. So a lot of mods were pointing to particular, especially ship mods.
Yeah.
Would have a serious issue with that. Because there's a lot of changes. They need to look at, modders need to look at the different changes and see where's what now, and then just recreate their hooks and their changes appropriately to the mod. So big things like that.
A lot of them were working really quickly on that right after the fact, too.
New weapons and skins and things like that, that's not a big deal. But when you're changing or adding game mechanics, that's when a lot of the system, a lot of the code changes, not just in that area, but it can change different aspects of the game. Like random encounters that now rely on certain hooks for the certain files now got added to different ones, and they got increased.
Joseph Scott Adams here again. The most amazing mod from a technical standpoint had to be Open Cities for Skyrim. It opened the entire city cell to the main world.
Open cities.
Wow.
Oh, another thing about modding really quick that people don't know about is that a lot of these really good programmers, they create what they call chord mods that basically create a platform for other modders to be able to access the core game without doing the code themselves. So sometimes you'll see mods like in games like Stardew and things like that that require you to download other mods in order for that mod to be able to work, because it needs that framework that those other modders created for them, making their life easy.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I saw a lot of that when I was modding Fallout 4, because a lot of especially it seemed to be connected to weapons and clothing specifically. You always had to have a framework in order to run those mods. So that's why that existed.
Yeah,
I did not know that. I legit just learned something new. Cool.
They changed the way the framework of the game works so that the modders can have an easy way of getting into it. Otherwise, they need to be like masters of code and figure it out. And a lot of modders aren't. They know basic C# or basic Java.
Well, and this is why it's important because I brought this up because I've been seeing the news about the updates all week, and a lot of people scared about what was going to happen to their game and everything like that. And believe me, that was valid after what happened to Starfield, and I know personally. But that's why it's important ahead of these updates. You need to save your game, disable all your mods, save your game again, wait. And then when the update happens, you go back in.
Usually you want to wait a couple of weeks.
Mod at a time. Okay, even a couple of weeks. Well, because you're waiting for the mod authors to make the corrections as well. Yeah. So I mean that makes perfect sense. But
minor updates, you really don't need to worry about it. But major updates are the ones you need to worry about.
You should be ideally adding mods one at a time. One at a time. I'm not kidding about that. You add the mod, you go into the game, you check it, a separate save, go back, rinse and repeat. And some mods will tell you you have to hard reset your system to clear the cache, whatever, what have you.
It could also depend on sometimes like the different type of mod. If you have like just textural mods that do like weapon skins and things like that, you can load those as a group.
Okay.
Because they're going to hook the same exact way. So when
you're talking about the stuff that gets into the guts of the game, if it adds assets or changes existing assets,
like your story mods for Starfield.
Yeah.
Those ones you gotta be very careful with because they do change a lot.
Yeah, and that's why the unofficial mods are also dangerous. The unofficial updates, the unofficial patches. Interesting. I got a question here from Canon. Interesting. We were just talking about the camera a few minutes ago. You guys think it's Dominion instead of Sentinel? Nothing has been confirmed yet as far as that's concerned. There's been no indication. I've heard, I've read a couple things this week. One of the former devs apparently being asked straight out that it was Sentinel, and he said yes, but he hasn't been with the company for 20 years, so that's definitely a grain of salt thing.
Yeah, guys, honestly, even if myself or Kilo knew what it was, we could not say.
Yeah, just speculating. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't even guess.
We have to plead the fifth on that one.
Sentinel. Well, I'm saying like Sentinel could make sense from what people have been saying, that it was 8 asterisks and 8 letters in Sentinel. Dominion also 8 letters canon. We had Morrowind, we had Skyrim. Sentinel is the capital of Hammerfell, which is where it's. I mean, I get where people are getting that from, but I don't know. Dominion would be cool because that would be leaning towards a main, storyline against the Aldmeri Dominion. That would actually be pretty badass if it was Dominion. That's actually that's a cool idea. That's a cool theory. I like that. So,
I see what you did. Okay, we didn't really ask or answer Joseph Scott's question or talking about the Open Cities mod for Skyrim. I never heard that mod, and I just looked it up, and it basically creates the open feel of Morrowind. This is a massive mod. People who wrote this one had to be really good with code because they eliminate the loading screens for the cities. You just walk in now.
Okay.
You gotta be careful with mods like that though. That can create memory load issues down the game because the game is processing more code and storing it to memory. as you do this, because one of the big reasons for the loading screens is it dumps all the information it doesn't need from memory and loads all the information it needs to the memory for cities, so you don't get memory overload. When you work on a mod like this, you can run into issues later on in the game, not just in the city, but when you're walking around, because it still keeps those cities loaded, and it will.
That's a lot of information.
It can cause a lot of memory issues in the game. But I can see how that could work, though. That's clever.
That would be pretty cool. Last thing we want to touch on this week, I think, was that YouTube comment that I sent to you. You got that?
I really want what you to say. This is from Brian Isaac. It says, I really want what you to say about Elder Scrolls 6 release to be correct, but so many insiders are pointing towards at least 2028. Even Epic Nate came out and said that the game is targeting 2028, but maybe later. How certain are you that the information is still current or correct? 100% certain. Because a lot of these, what they call insider information, is not in fact insider information. They're pointing to other news articles and pointing to conversations that were said like 2 or 3 years ago. You gotta keep in mind that
themselves were pontification of former insiders.
Exactly. No one points to the insider. It's all based off of old, outdated information. We know for a fact, see what we know, focus on what we do know to be true. Microsoft is hounding Bethesda hard right now to get this project finalized and finished. We've seen Asha go in for the final approval. That's what she did a couple weeks ago, which means that the game would have to be in a gold state before they would do that. And that is partial speculation. She could have been there just for a preview, but from my experience, that's the final approval. So that points to the game being in gold. And a lot of what they've been saying and talking about around the water cooler, I guess you can say, points to the game being in gold. If it's in gold, it will not be released in 2028. Excuse my voice. It would be released within 6 months to a year at the most. And I think it went into gold earlier this year. Well, mid this year.
Hey, Carly, good afternoon again, King. New leak yesterday says 2027.
Yeah, so there's a new leak every day about this with different dates. But yeah, I would say, like I said, my original prediction was end of 2026, but then there's a lot of different factors that have changed. So I said that it could also be coming out first quarter of 2027. At the very latest.
The point is
early summer.
Yeah, they want it out. They want it out of the way. They have the team from Bethesda Game Studios that is working with ZeniMax on both Elder Scrolls Online and Elder Scrolls 6. That's happening right now. So they're trying to get all that done at once, and they want that stuff out of the way. They want to focus on Fallout, and we have multiple projects within Fallout that Bethesda and other studios, Obsidian, are going to be working on. So they want Elder Scrolls out, 100%.
Well,
Cannon says you're the first person I heard saying it went to gold this year.
And we're not the only ones. I've seen other people say it, but it is going.
It's been talked about before.
We are fans of Bethesda. We only say negative things about it when they deserve it. So right now, the cool thing is to be a naysayer for Bethesda. You see it everywhere. It's a trending topic. Is to be, well, Bethesda sucks because of this, or that's going to be delayed because of this. And they're all basing it, like I said, off of old news and things that are hearsay.
The game has changed.
Yeah.
It is, ever since Microsoft started putting their targets on Bethesda, this is pre-layoffs. They started restructuring. They started moving things around. The plan was to get the games out faster, not longer. King here will tell you the longest that Bethesda's ever gone in between games was Starfield, and that was 5 years. So we're already at the end of a similar time period for Elder Scrolls 6. This game should be done already. It will be done soon. And I will buy that leak absolutely, that it's going to be 2027.
But I'm calling it early to early mid. Yeah,
I'm still holding out hope. I know I'm still holding out hope that it could be fourth quarter this year. I don't think GTA 6 is a factor. We talked about this last week. The breathing room, I think, is between Bethesda Softwork titles. I don't think it's between Bethesda and other companies' titles.
And I don't know how I feel about new TES entry without Kurt or Michael Kirkbride. It's like Fallout with Chris Avalon. The single person doesn't make the game. They can direct it and they can change, influence it, but it's the company, but the team. There's a lot of the core Skyrim team that's working on Elder Scrolls 6 as well.
There's still some of those.
I'm holding out
veterans
massive faith in Elder Scrolls 6 because, one, Bethesda absolutely needs to crush this to save their company.
They have to.
Two, Skyrim.
Yep. Yeah. Well, it needs to be a Skyrim replacer, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be that game. Skyrim replaced Oblivion. This got to replace Skyrim.
And yes, Todd is still there. And he is the lead director on this title, so.
I miss any Elder Scrolls 6. Elijah, it looks like he got late up at work. Okay. No Elder Scrolls 6 news this week, bud. You didn't miss anything.
Yeah, nothing major.
We have just been talking about theories and pontificating with our audience here. So you didn't miss anything, bud.
Yeah, we're getting ready to wrap up the show, so answering your guys' questions is great filler.
Yes, it was actually great talking to all of you. I love this engagement. It's great.
Yeah,
thank
come
you,
join
Ken
us
and
every
Elijah
Thursday.
And everybody. King.
We record every Thursday night at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern. So come on in. We go live a couple of minutes late most of the time, but it's right around that time. Don't forget the music in Elder Scrolls 6 will be
6.
Will it be epic like Skyrim? No,
yes, absolutely.
It's gonna be better.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be.
All right, guys, we're gonna wrap up the show. This is gonna be it for episode number 54.
Indeed.
Any last thoughts, buddy?
No, I'm just waiting for you to ask the question.
How do they find us?
Well, they find us. You can either go into the episode description or down to the cards on YouTube, and you will find a couple things. You'll find a link directly to our Discord, which is the place to be. You can come chat to us. We are pretty active on there. If you want all of our links, you're going to go to our link tree. That is linktr.ee/weirdchaosmedia. Weird is WYRD, chaos with the K media. And if you want to email us, business advertising, or just to say hi, it's weirdchaosmedia@gmail.com.
Please like and subscribe on our YouTube. It helps us a metric shit ton. As well as those 5-star reviews on Spotify and iTunes. You know, as Kilo says, it's a requirement. It's not an ask.
It's not optional. 5-star reviews. Go do it right now. Do it.
Thank you for subbing,
Scott, Joseph Scott, you just subbed. You go give us a damn review right now. Go.
You guys are awesome. And we love everyone who is involved in this community. Don't forget to join our Discord. It's the place to be. Again, our link tree is where you can get that access. And have an amazing week out in the Bethesdaverse.
Peace out.